सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिव सद्गुरु श्रीं बृजी स्वाहा ॐ Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Swaha
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Pillai Center Practice. And this is Powertime Practice, where we gather once a month from mid-month to mid-month to celebrate the transit of the sun into a new sign in the zodiac. In the cosmos, as it is above, so it is here below on the earth plane and inside of us as well. So my name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. We also have Radha on chat support, and we have Yajna who does the write-ups. So make sure that you hit the subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and also sign up for the newsletter so that you can find out what is going to be happening as far as the sun, that is the illuminator of the soul, is doing every month. So we have been in the sun transiting the 12th sign, or the final sign of the zodiac, in the past 30 days or so. And what that meant was that we would be going internally. We would be merging with the ocean of bliss inside of us, all around us, to wash away or get rid of anything that is no longer serving us. And maybe we felt sleepy, or we were in a dreamlike state, or even spaced out. And it's so super easy to be lost in or out of our minds, so to speak, because of the way of the world and how it is impacting our whole planet, and all the human beings on the earth plane are really struggling. So we need the divine. We need to wash away. We need to go deep within us and then awaken our soul. So our soul is represented by the sun's illumination. We align with that consciousness as we are here on the earth plane, and we go round and round on the around the sun. And so the sun now is going to be helping us to experience hitting the ground and running. So it's going to be transiting the sign of Aries. We have a Vedic New Year happening. So it's going to be a really shiny time to get into new things. And also, we want to pay attention to ourselves. So we want to focus on some key words. So the sun in the first house is this dynamism of the self, focusing on personal issues such as health and career and your individual needs. So energy levels are higher, and the impulse to take action in all the aspects of your life can be there. You might just feel this urge and this energy and this willpower to start moving forward with your goals and start maybe fresh with the way you take care of yourself. So maybe you might become more physical in your activity level, more walking, or maybe you might even sign up for a gym membership or yoga membership, or get online and do it online. You'll have all this extra energy that you'll want to burn off. So that will also help you with your health and well-being and your strength and your endurance. We need that to keep this body going, because our soul is inside, and we need to make sure that we have enough energy to do our spiritual practices and also our material pursuits. As Dr. Pillai shares, we want to live a 200% life, both 100% spiritual, 100% material. So we want to get things done. There's a lot of fire energy or a pitta energy. So be careful that you're not too aggressive. You can be assertive with whatever it is that you want to do, but include others. Also, you may feel like you're leading the way, or people might be looking to you because you're all shiny and you're doing your spiritual practices. So they may be looking to you as a leader or to show them the way out of these dark times, not by necessarily what you say or do, but how you are being. So we're all human beings. And once we align with the sun, and then it is saying, hey, pay attention to your individual self. That's natural for you to do in these next 30 days from mid-April to mid-May. So it's all good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Only the focus can be on energizing the self, paying attention to the way you look. You might even get a new hairdo, or you could have a makeover and look in your closets and say, hey, I don't like these clothes that I've been wearing. The energy is low, or it's not expressing who I am anymore. So you could be doing some purging of your closets, which is a really great thing to do because you always feel better by doing that. You can be purging your garage, getting rid of stuff in the garage or in your basement or in places that are causing the energy to be stuck in the house or in the office, in the car even. So spring cleaning isn't just something that people made up. It's an urge to get rid of things that are no longer serving you, and then you can start fresh and you feel fresh. So you want to get things done. You could be planning travel, or you could be traveling and pursue actions that take more effort. So the will power is there. So if there's a will, there's a way. If there's no will or no willpower, then you won't get anything done. So the sun is saying, hey, I'm going to give that intelligence to your soul, and your soul will move you. So that's what we're here to do with Dr. Pillai's teachings, is to find out, what does my soul want? How do I speak to my soul, or how do I do soul speak? So we have these archetypes in the heavens, and we can align with their energies. In fact, today is Rama Navami here in the West, and Rama is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, and he comes from a lineage of sun kings. So this is also a time for us to honor this archetype who came to the earth plane just like you and I, and he fought the battles of all the dark forces. And he teaches us that you just keep doing the battles in your life and keep overcoming those challenges, and then trust in the divine, that the divine will show you the way. So saying the name of Rama is going to empower you. It's going to give you that willpower like a warrior and get things done. And you're going to lead the way for others, or you will be that type of person that people will look to and say, well, if he can do it or she can do it, then I can do it too. So it's not a great time to be diplomatic. So be careful, pause before you speak. You're going to want to really say things fast and do things fast. And I want it done yesterday, not today. And so that might be perceived as being in someone's face, being too aggressive, and could get you into trouble. So you want to just pause, hit the pause button, think twice before you speak, be super sweet, bring the divine in. You can even say the sound Rama, which will help you to go inside and awaken that light from within and shine that, and keep your mouth shut in those times where you feel like you want to fight. You just want to be right, because it's all about you this month. So just be careful. So that's the unfavorable aspects of the sun traveling through the sign of Aries. So you may have feelings of impatience or anger. So just be careful when somebody says, what's wrong with you? What's up with you? And you just want to fight back and say, no, what's up with you? So you just have to say, oh, the sun is pretty strong. So I have to be able to be a spiritual warrior where I hold that energy inside and transmute it. So anger is like a fuel for your spiritual path. And then that gives you the willpower to do what you want to do. And then people will be feeling that energy. They'll be wanting to be around you. They will be saying, hey, this is great. So careful with the anger. And then if you have selfish impulses, like do it my way, it's my way or the highway. So be careful about that. These are all kind of things that will be coming out of nowhere. And you'll be saying, oh my God, I'm coming out of the sleepy sun transiting the 12th sign of the zodiac, going into more of a spiritual and merging with the ocean of bliss and spirituality, and merging with all humans, whether it's suffering that's going on, or the global pandemic, or the wars that are going on, or calamities, natural calamities, people are suffering from that. So we're kind of gotten lost in the other. So now it's going to be coming into ourselves. All this energy is going to be coming into ourselves. So be careful about having those selfish impulses. Try to be diplomatic, try to be super sweet. As Hanuman Das, who I work with in advisory services, he says, you're going to get more out of your life and out of the people around you if you attract the bees like the honey. So be super sweet like honey, and then all the bees will get busy and you will be creating a beautiful hive. So it's not, again, be careful, think twice before you speak, think twice before you send off that email. Even if you think you are right, it could be having a little bit of an edge to it. You could be perceived as, you're squashing everybody. So even though you want to get your goals started and you feel like all this energy is pushing you forward, just be careful. So Rama will help you because it's being birthed in you right now. This is Rama Navami, is the 9th moon in on the waxing cycle at this time of the year, right at the end of spring Navaratri. So that's the time of the goddesses, the 9 nights of the goddesses that have been battling dark forces. So we might feel all this yucky stuff coming up, anger, frustration, depression even, or you feel confused. So now all this energy is there, all this focus is there, and your soul is saying, hey, get going. And you have to just be careful that you are including others and you are being diplomatic. So before you hit the send button on those emails or those Instagrams or Skype messages or text messages or Slack messages or whatever platform you use to communicate these days, put it in the draft folder. And then take a few deep breaths, or maybe go for a run, get rid of that excess energy, or go do some work with your hands, physical work, do your cleaning out of your closet or the dishes or whatever it takes for you to just readjust, go through that surge of energy that could be causing you to feel rage or hatred or whatever it is. And you're like, that's not me. So it's coming from your baby toe. That's what you're here to do on the spiritual path with Dr. Pillai, is to become spiritual warriors, to purify your body, your mind, your soul, like the sun, and then merge with that energy, because the sun represents the soul. So our soul's journey is, you could have exposure to accidents. So be careful while you're driving, be careful while you're walking, even riding a bike. If those people who, like here in Toronto, Canada, were just like, oh, come on, springtime, hurry up. Winter's been way too long. So we want to get out there and do things running around, or just even going for long walks, and it's muddy and you slip. So be careful or you will trip. So the accidents, and then especially in the head area. So if you are outside and you didn't wear your hat and it's still cold out, you could feel that chill and then you get sick. So be careful with your health. So being the sun being in this sign of Aries, it represents the head and anything to do with the head. So headaches or migraines could come. And then heartaches could also arise. So we've got spring fever, and it doesn't matter if it's not springtime wherever you are in the world. This is the energy of the sun beaming its intelligence into the earth plane. And it's a new year, a new time for the zodiac to start with the sun in Aries. And that's the first sign. And that's going to be transiting every month. So the Vedic New Year is going to be a year of opportunities and desire fulfillment. So whatever your desires are, or you don't even know what your desires are. So we want to pray to the sun that we awaken our soul and say, no more of this pandemic, or no more of the suffering. Please help us to come out of the harms and hurdles. Help us to welcome transformation and invite success, health, and protection and prosperity, not only for ourselves, for all. So remember, the sun transiting at the sign of Aries in Vedic astrology. So this isn't Western astrology. This is Vedic astrology. So it's the way of living, the way of life, the way of aligning with the sun's energy is going to awaken health and well-being. So Dr. Pillai shares that the sun moves into Aries to start the Tamil New Year, or the Vedic New Year. And there's so much transformational energy available during this transit. You can empower the sun within you. This is the time when you can alter time, succeed in your businesses as well as your personal life, and affect change in your destiny. So if we're destined to same old routine in everyday life, and we feel like we're just on the hamster wheel and we're just going round and round, and we can't seem to find a way out of our harms and hurdles, and on a global level, like what are we going to do next? The world is really in a tremendous transformational time of the whole earth plane, of our lifetimes. So perhaps coming across Dr. Pillai's teaching, you didn't want to blink and miss it. This is quite an incredible time, globally speaking. And then also at a human level, perhaps we need more people to get on the spiritual path, and then collectively we can raise the roof and invite these archetypal beings to awaken inside of us. It's a consciousness inside of us. So Dr. Pillai says that this time of the year is a time for Ashraved to help people to awaken the sun consciousness, or the soul, to that level of intelligence that will help them to have a brand new start to the year ahead, the Vedic New Year, and to be in natural alignment with whatever it is that they're doing, whatever it is that they're going through or have gone through. They're not going to repeat it. So to change our destiny, we have to change our mindset. So to come out of poverty consciousness or scarcity consciousness, there are so many ways in which you can participate in rituals that will enrich your soul. So in order for us to experience enlightenment, meaning it's a journey, it never ends, and you never get to a state of enlightenment where perhaps your whole body turns into light, like the Tamil Siddha tradition that Dr. Pillai hails from, and we've all seen pictures of Dr. Pillai, or even we have been with him in person where he just disappears and it's all light. And then not only do we see that or do we experience it at a physical level, we're completely transformed. It's as if we have been washed inside, outside, and all around, and you feel this upliftment. You feel like everything has changed. You're not really quite sure what's going to happen after that, but you become more optimistic. You become more energetic. You become more living in your truth. So the truth, as the Bible says, will set you free. But what does that really mean? And that is why perhaps you can be exploring the different things that are happening at Ashravet or Pillai Center that can help you to experience that empowerment from within, washing away the obstacles, the blocks that have been challenges in your life for a long, long time. So check out those services as the sun is going to be transiting into the start of the zodiac, its journey for the next 12 months. And then we also have Jupiter is going to be transiting. So Jupiter is Guru, and Guru is dispeller of ignorance or darkness. Like we're all in the dark. We don't know which way to go. And the light at the end of the tunnel is just like a little pinhole. So we're not really sure of what we need to do. So we ask Guru, that energy, that intelligence, that God consciousness that is our birthright, to express itself. And we need the spiritual master to remove the veils of darkness so that we can open up that tunnel, so it's not such a light, just a little light of like a pinhead. We can have the whole sun, and then we can see everything. So removing suffering, removing darkness, removing ignorance, removing that way of life that we have only perceived ourselves. So if we have poverty consciousness or scarcity consciousness, not having enough, not being good enough, not being beautiful enough, this is the time where Jupiter is going to give fortune, luck, and grace. It's going to be transiting the sign of Pisces, which is its own sign. It rules that sign. And Pisces is all about going deep within, going into that well of your soul and showing you the light in the depth of you, and then helping you to express that. So Guru consciousness can be experienced in a way that you have not yet been able to connect with your own light. And then maybe some of us who are brand new to the teachings, or those of us who have been around for a long time, we can awaken depths of compassion, depths of understanding, higher consciousness, and connecting with the journey of all the souls of humanity. So it's going to give a lot of, depending on where that Jupiter is transiting in your chart, and you might want to check out AstroVed and get a Vedic astrology consultation, or we have some wonderful astrologers here at Pillai Center. Swami Nivali is a wonderful Pillai Center teacher and also a master astrologer. So you might want to think about getting an astrology consultation with her, or also Lalita Varahi is another fabulous Vedic astrologer who's world renowned. And Dr. Pillai has handpicked these two lovely astrologers to guide people to get the most out of their life, especially when we have the transit of Jupiter that is going to be staying in the sign of Pisces for a whole year. So whatever that means to you can be revealed through an astrology reading, or perhaps you could get an astrology report. There's going to be Jupiter transit remedies that you can check out on Pillai Center or Ashravet, and I recommend that you find out how to get fortune, luck, and grace into your life. It's already there. We have to align with it. And then it will dispel the darkness, all the suffering, and it will raise you up into levels of being that you just never knew. And if that's what gives you more optimism, you feel more joyous, you feel connected, you feel like your purpose is being revealed. So it's going to be a time where we're going to connect with everyone at such a deep and profound level. And boy, do we need it. So those are a few things that are happening. We've got the goddesses, the Navaratri are wrapping it up with the goddesses fighting all the darkness, fighting the ignorance, fighting the suffering. And we may be in tears for no reason. Rama Navami, the 9th waxing moon at this time, is the time of birthing Rama's energy. So become a spiritual warrior and bring in health, wealth, and the ability to sustain your manifestations, like go after your goals. And because Rama is a form of Vishnu, Vishnu wants to fulfill your wishes, and Rama wants you to have whatever it is that you need to have in your life. So all the comforts of life, these royalty consciousness. So if you're not feeling like that king or queen in your life, then you can turn to Rama, the sound, Ra and Ma, will bring in fire and fire up the material. So fire is the Ra. Ra is the name for the sun as well. He comes from the sun lineage of the kings of the sun kings lineage. So you will awaken that consciousness within you. And then you will feel that royalty, aligned with that royalty consciousness. You may not be sitting on a throne, but you may feel that that leadership quality coming out, or the ability to be expressing yourself in a way that people are going to be paying attention. And you're going to be like, whoa, how come they're paying attention to me? I've been telling them that I want to do these things. Or maybe in your family life, you've been a wallflower, and then all of a sudden you're being asked to help out your family members or your friend circle or your kids, even maybe your kids or even your spouses or significant others. They haven't looked to you to help them out. So you may find yourself leading the way in very mysterious ways and get a handle on your finances. So this is a great time to get the energy, clear out anything that's no longer serving you, because when the sun goes into the second house or second sign of the zodiac, that's all about finances and money. So start to put that into your consciousness. What do you want to make? What do you want to do with your resources? So you have to have the energy as the sun is transiting this first sign of Aries, and you're going to, it's the sign of the ram. So you've got the 4 hoofs, and you can, if you go onto YouTube or Google it, and you'll see rams going up the side of a mountain. It's like they're hanging on by the toenail of their one hoof, and it's like they're suspended, but they are magical. So you have all this strength to go up and conquer, get to the peak moments of your life, and then use that energy, use that bird's eye view to see, okay, where do you want to go next? So sorting out everything inside of you first, getting the energy, getting aligned with all the sun's qualities, being a spiritual warrior, being supported by Jupiter moving into the sign of Pisces, that is going to give that spiritual energy. Maybe you'll get into new teachings. There's the coaching, 200% life coaching certification course that I'm so excited about seeing everybody join, and I'll be there with you in through Apply Center Academy, so you can check it out. And there's also a webinar tomorrow with some of the Apply Center teachers who are going to be hosting that program. Of course, with Dr. Apply's Grace and Blessings, we are going to be certifying some people who will then be coaching and sharing the teachings with others, and then growing that consciousness so super easy with others coming and then getting that guidance, that spiritual guidance. So that's something that might be interesting for you to just go and check out at first, but also check out the link, and most likely Radha will post it here on the chat, so you can read about what it is to become a Apply Center coach, because that's the first step. And then if you want to go on and become a Pillai Center teacher, that will be the next training. And then you can do that for the rest of your life, regardless if you retire from your work. You can use all this spiritual energy and help others and get paid for it. And that's what Dr. Pillai wants to do for everybody. So that might be something that you feel like, hey, I want to, because Jupiter is transiting the sign of Pisces, you want to do something that's beyond you, beyond this whole life that you had, or you thought that this is who you were in your life. And now you want to do something else that's more spiritually aligned with helping others. So it could be a good side income as well. So please do check that out. This is a time for fortune, luck, and grace, Guru's blessings. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a puja here, which is an elementalization. So there's 5 elements that make up everyone. Everyone's makeup is composed of these five elements. So there's earth, water, fire, air, and space, or ether, or Akash. Now, we've all heard of the Akashic records, where that's what we're destined to do. And it's, as Dr. Pillai shares, if you're destined to have poverty consciousness or scarcity consciousness, even if you have $1 million or $1 billion, you're going to be worried. You're going to be afraid that people take it away, or that you don't have enough, or you get lost in the illusion that things are going, the more money you have, the more power you have, and the more you can have a great life. But then after a while, it's just becomes same old, same old. So real wealth is spiritual wealth. It's not that you couldn't be a millionaire, or billionaire, or trillionaire, even depends on your soul's journey. It's something that, you know, all of us, we need to have a roof over our heads. We need to have food in the fridge. We need to have the money coming in that can give us whatever it is that we need to have a comfortable life. But then after that, we want to do something for the whole world. So you could be helping others through Tripura Foundation, or whatever organization, charitable organization is that makes you to feel good. So the sun is always going to be shining in the sky, even if are clouds. You want to feel just like if there are clouds in front of the sun, or if the sun is on the other side of the world and it's nighttime there, you want to connect with the sun. You want to connect with the energy. So doing all these things to propitiate the sun can change the destiny. So earth, water, fire, air, and space, or Akash, or ether, are going to be the 5 elements that we will acknowledge. We'll align with them, because on a subtler level, or a non-physical level, an energetic level, all these beings, such as Rama, this divine archetype, and the sun, is not just a ball of fire in the sky. It's actually a being, and he's represented here in this image. So we'll propitiate the sun, Rama, and we will also acknowledge Jupiter transiting. So we're going to be honoring all of that in sounds. Again, Rama is the sound or the mantra that will awaken that royalty consciousness, that spiritual warrior, and also the ability to overcome all the challenges in your life, all the harms and hurdles that you continue to feel like you're stuck and you can't get over, you can't get around, you can't get through it. So when you spiritualize it, you align with these elements, and they become subtler and subtler and subtler, because we're inviting these beings into our consciousness. And then that consciousness throws the light, and it sheds these layers of our being that are no longer serving us. So it's all done in a very mystical and magical way, if you will, a spiritual way, where you don't really know until you experience that transmission. So you see Dr. Pillai in the background over the picture of the sun, and the sun is right there. And then in the picture, and then again, we have Rama here on the side, and he is the spiritual warrior. So without further ado, we're going to do this elementalization. We're going to offer different items that represent earth, water, fire, and space. And then you're going to have an experience, hopefully, that will be transformative for you. It will light up the soul's consciousness and help you to navigate this next month, and also the start of the new year ahead with the Vedic New Year starting in a couple of days. So without further ado, let's get into it. So you can be closing your eyes, or you can be keeping them open and then just gazing towards the altar here. Once again, if you're just joining, we have the image of Dr. Pillai here. And we have this picture of Lord Vishnu, he incarnates as all the planets. And he is here with the sun, is another being. And then there's 7 horses that represent the chakras in the body. So if you can control your chakras, or if you can access your chakras, then you can get that spiritual energy up from the base of the spine, the Kundalini energy moving, and then getting into the third eye, into the brain, lighting up the brain, connecting with all the divine beings, because all the divine beings are beings of light. They're shiny beings. And we know that when we do a spiritual practice, that we feel like we're shining from the inside out. And people will say, my goodness, you're glowing, which you are. So we have a picture of Dr. Pillai here. And then we also have an image of Lord Ganesha. We've got the veil, Lord Muruga. Here's an image of the sun god here, Surya. And then we have Rama here, this image of Rama. And he's with Sita and Lakshman, his brother, and Lord Hanuman. And then the horoscope is the yantra behind there. That's the horoscope of Lord Rama. So now that we have settled in, we want to connect with the sun within us, our soul's energy within. If you're focusing on the base of the spine, in the lower chakra will activate the Kundalini energy with the grace and blessings of Lord Ganesha, who gives us success. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now focus your attention on your backbone. Visualize a ray of light shooting up your spine in your subtle body that corresponds with your physical body. We'll enliven the chakras starting at the base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Ma. Move up to the third eye, middle of the brain. Float back down to the base of the spine and also the legs. Connect with the earth element. Nam, 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 nam. Move up to the navel, the belly, the abdomen. Fill it with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands. Connect with the fire element. Purify your heart so you can have your heart's desires fulfilled. She, 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 she. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or the subtle air, the prana, the life force energy that animates your body. It's your soul's energy. Va, 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 va. Now move up to the two eyes. Keep the eyeballs steady, still. Connect with your brain. And the ether, the Akash or space. Yam, 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 yam. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with or a vast light. He comes from the Tamil Siddha tradition where the whole being is transformed into light, full enlightenment, not just a psychological enlightenment, the whole being, channeling divinity from head to toe, and he's transmitting that out into you, absorbing all your negative karma. So leave anything that is no longer serving at his feet. Embrace this vast light. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shreem Brzee Swaha Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shri Brizi Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shri Brizi Swaha. Absorb the spiritual transmission or darshan. Awaken the guru within that dispels darkness, ignorance, suffering of all kinds. Connect with your soul, the sun, the soul, Guru's grace, the light, the intelligence of the goddesses. And imagine now Lord Rama, the spiritual warrior from within, connecting with the archetypal being who's birthing himself into the earth plane, as he does every year at this time, to give you the blessings as a gift for his birth and you connecting with him. Enjoy saying the sounds Rama. Imagine this protective energy as you say the sounds out loud or internally, or you're listening. Imagine him giving you grace, blessings, royalty consciousness, spiritual warrior energy, blessings of prosperity, enlightenment, joy, the ability to do anything and everything, overcoming all your challenges in life and becoming a victor. You're victorious in your life. Rama, 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 Rama. Feel the empowerment coming from Dr. Pillai to awaken Rama consciousness, which gives you prosperity and enlightenment, the ability to manifest instantaneously. Now, put your attention internally. Feel your soul connecting with the sun. All the chakras are lit up. They're controlled by the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Surya is a name for the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Gives you intelligence, health, and well-being, leadership abilities. It guides your soul to overcome all challenges, to gain enlightenment, to take charge of your life, to have health, wealth, prosperity, enlightenment, and to lead the way for others, be the light unto others. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Put your attention on your right eye. Om Suryaya Namaha. Imagine a ray of light getting into your right eye, penetrating it, cleansing the karma, the stubborn karma that blocks your ability to see out of a new way of being. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Burn any old way of being that is no longer serving you, that you don't want to see anymore. You want to see something new in your life. Clear the right eye with a ray of light coming from the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The right eye connects with the left brain. A ray of light moves from the right eye to the left brain, and the whole left brain, from front to back, inside, outside, lights up with the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. 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 Now focus your attention on your heart center, middle of your chest. The sun is in your heart. Om Suryaya Namaha. 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 Now imagine Lord Vishnu, the overlord of the sun, in your heart, giving you bliss and joy, fulfillment of your heart's desires, prosperity, enlightenment. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Again, connect with Guru, as Jupiter represents Guru. It's a name for Jupiter. Guru is also that light within you, that intelligence. Om Gurave Namaha. 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 Connect with the light. Connect with these beings who are dispelling the darkness, who are blessing you with prosperity, enlightenment, energy, good fortune, luck, grace, health and well-being, helping you to be more compassionate and charitable in your life, beginning with yourself and extending that out to those in need. And slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. Stay in that state of grace, that immersion of divinity. And we'll conclude today's session with the elementalization. We'll use the Mula mantra, which is the mantra that represents the sun and also the goddess, fortune, intelligence, the fire, the light, the brilliance of Guru, the spiritual master, Dr. Pillai's blessings for you are always there. And this Mula Mantra will awaken that understanding. Wherever you are on your journey, he will always show you the way. It is going to be more fulfilling, more rewarding, beyond your karma. And that's why he changes the destiny. So we're going to offer something that represents the earth element. This is a mango. And we will, it's already been offered to Ganesha and all the other beings. So we're going to use the Mula Mantra and awaken that connection to the earth element within you. Focus your attention in the lower chakra, even down the legs, connect with the earth. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Shatguru Shreem Razi Swaha. Now we'll move up into the belly, the navel chakra, and cleanse it with water, connecting to the water element. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Shatguru Shreem Razi Swaha. Move up now into your heart center, middle of the chest, also in your arms and hands. Feel the fire purifying your heart so that all your heart's desires can be fulfilled. We'll offer the light. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Shatguru Shreem Razi Swaha. Now move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. We'll cleanse the space, make space for all the good karmas to come, and diffuse the karmas that are no longer serving you. Offering the incense. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Shatguru Shreem Razi Swaha. And finally, we'll offer the flowers that represent the space, the Akash. They're like divine text messages that go immediately to the divine, and then your heart's desires can be fulfilled, connecting with the ether, the Akash, or space. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Shatguru Shreem Razi Swaha. Now, pray to Guru, Jupiter, who's going to be transiting into Pisces, which is most favorable because it's entering the 12th house, or the natural 12th house of the zodiac. It signifies spirituality, charity, investments, retreats, long distance travel, Jupiter can trigger positive and auspicious prospects of this 12th house, Pisces. It'll transit there for the next year through Purvabhadra star, Uttarabhadra star, Revati star, giving blessings to all. So connect with the stars, connect with prosperity, enlightenment, health, wealth, compassion, mercy, spirituality, forgiveness, and extend that feeling or those blessings out into the whole world. Imagine the whole world receiving good luck, fortune, grace, peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. We'll do our final cleansing of this ritual today. Being spiritual means that doing rituals will help you to connect with the spirit. In honor of the goddess, Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvata Sadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostude Shri Brazi Swaha. Reach out and take the light and bring it towards you into the space. Enjoy the blessings. Thank you everyone for joining. Please post your experiences on the chat. Hope to see you tomorrow during the webinar that is the 200% life coaching certification. Even if you don't feel like you want to be a coach, there are blessings that will be there. Through Dr. Pillai's grace, may you live, breathe, enjoy peace, prosperity, enlightenment at the level of the soul and at the level of the whole world and on all levels of being. As the sun transits into Aries, the start of a new Vedic year or Tamil New Year, and then Jupiter's grace, luck, fortune is there for us. So may Rama, the sound Rama that existed even before the being, may those two sounds always protect you, enlighten you, give you material consciousness, spiritual consciousness. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks, Radha. Thanks, Yajna, and everybody on the Pillai Center team. And of course, thanks to Dr. Pillai for bringing us all together to enjoy this auspicious occasion. And God bless.
Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizi Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizi Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri Brizi Swaha Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Shri